Great. I'm joined by our Brisbane Lions CEO, Greg Swann. Greg, there's been some developments in the reserve Springfield. Can you just give us an update on exactly what's happening?
Yeah, look, we got confirmation from the federal government that they were looking to match the state government contribution. So we've already had a letter from the state government that they would contribute $15 million if the federal government would match that. And so we've made our application to a regional development fund through the federal government, and we've got a letter saying that that's been received and that they're very supportive of women's sport, and we're confident that that piece has been ticked off, or will be ticked off, hopefully in the next budget period. So the federal budget's next week, the state budget's in June. They sort of both said that they'd match each other's contributions, which have both been around $15 million. The state obviously jumped in first, and the feds are hopefully coming along as we speak. But that's the first time that we've had a letter from them as well, saying that they were supportive of the project. So we need the money to drop in the next couple of in the budget periods, but we're very confident that that will happen.
So what are the next stages from here if the federal government have locked in that $15 million?
Yeah, we've already done a lot of the planning, so we've been working with architects and things like that. So when the money drops, we're hopeful that in the last quarter of the year, sort of September, October, we can start turning dirt. The actual site itself's being cleared at the moment, so there shouldn't be any. We're hopeful that we can get the thing up and going by then, and then we're aiming to try and have certainly the oval and the grandstands and everything finished for the 2020 AFLW season. So, whether we make it or not, we're not sure, but we're hopeful that that's what we can do. As I said, we've done a lot of the planning, and now this funding will allow us to get going on the project.
And for all of our Lions fans, why is this training administration so important for the club out at Springfield?
Yeah, look, I think certainly, we've been nomads. Like we can't train here at the summer. We go off to we've trained at 4 different venues during the off season. They've all been fantastic: Cooperoo, Yeronga, Burpengary, Brendale. But we need a home, and we also need a home for AFLW. So a boutique stadium that holds between 10 and 12,000 people, with lighting good enough to be TV quality, so that we can play at night time, because the competition looks like it'll stay in summer, and it's pretty tough up here in summer, and certainly for the fans as well, without shade and things. So we'll have a grandstand, we'll have good shade facilities at the stadium. So not only will we have an aquatic centre, and all these things can be used as well by the local community, but we'll have aquatic centre, gyms, and then we'll have a boutique stadium sort of on the edge of that, if you like, that we can play our games at. We can play NEAFL games, certainly local finals and whatever, and obviously, we aim to make sure that it's a very community-friendly facility as well. So there'll be a lot of other activities, not just AFL activities there.
But of course, our men's team will continue to play here at the Gabba.
We certainly will. We're in the process of locking away a deal to play at the Gabba for our existing agreements finishing shortly. So no, we'll definitely be playing at the Gabba. It's just a training and admin base, but it's a great facility because it'll be right next to a train station. It's a massive growth area. There's a lot of development happening there. So we're really excited to be heading out there to build our facility. So.
Thanks so much, Greg. We look forward to seeing the budget next week.
Well, yeah, look, these things, there's lots of pots of money in government, so it just depends on who's going to tick it off and fund it. But as I said, we're confident now that both the state and federal governments have seen that this is not only a great facility, but a great. It's going to encourage employment. There's a lot of other things that are going to happen on the back of this development. So they've both shown great foresight to get behind it, and hopefully we can start building it shortly.